and you went against us. That must be punished.
You gotta make some videos for us.
I don't like this. This is stupid. I'm leaving!
You need to finish our video right away.
I'm being chased by Fiji henchmen.
Find him, or else you're gonna f***ing drown into something, alright?
Found you, you son of a bitch.
You're under arrest.
Hey fellas, Nick here. Audience feedback's my #1 thing. I've read all your requests. I'm finally gonna do it. Today, we're reviewing the judicial system.
Hey, asshat! Why don't you do our request and do ABC's Wipeout Creating Crash on Nintendo Wii?
No, I'm the best reviewer. They don't call me the reviewers for nothing. I didn't make a review in March 2020. Everything closed down because of it. You know that? I need to make this whole suing thing a review before my like to review ratio goes off the charts.
So why not do the review of ABC's Wipeout, Create, and Crash on the Nintendo Wii? That's a free review for you right there.
That's what I'm saying.
He's right. I have an allergy. I'm DSO ATR TVC.
What does that stand for?
Deeply scared of acronyms that represent television companies.
Order in the court. To begin, the 4th Circle Judicial Court's Criminal Division is now in session. I, the Honorable Judge James W. Artisan, will be presiding over the case Fiji vs. Nikkalotz. Now, the defense may present their opening statement.
With pleasure, Your Honor.
What the f*** are you doing?
Just wait, they play music when I do this.
Opening statement, sir. I have a President's Day party to attend, and I don't want to be late.
That was 3 weeks ago.
My client is a special case for me today. You see, I've defended restaurant owners, DEA agents, even former chemistry teachers. Can you believe that last one? But I know what you all are thinking. Is this fella innocent? Well, the answer is no. First off, he didn't even make the video. There is clear evidence of that. And secondly, he doesn't even like Fiji. The defense rests.
What the hell was that? You're supposed to prove why I shouldn't be in jail.
You know, this itinerary is making a lot worse things now.
Oh great, now thanks to you we're never gonna win.
Relax, listen. This works every time. I packed everything we need in this briefcase right here. It's worked with everyone I've worked with. It's a foolproof plan. Damn it! I must have switched my work briefcase and my music briefcase. I hate when that happens.
Why do you even have a briefcase full of cassettes?
Well, how am I supposed to listen to my jams on the go?
Do you even have a cassette player?
Okay, so funny thing about that.
The prosecution may present their opening statement. Thank you, your immaculate, incredibly good-looking, awesome, amazing, sexy honor.
You're representing yourself in court?
Hey, you're not allowed to speak. You're not with the prosecution.
I'll have you know, Nikkalotz Roger studies law a lot.
He does make a point.
Yeah, we can't argue with that. We should let him on our team.
We should. I mean, isn't he on the defense, though?
What's the worst that can happen?
Hey guys,
hey,
good to be here.
Welcome
in the prosecution.
Welcome to the team.
You know what? You know what? As part of the prosecution against myself, I think I like to present evidence against my claims.
You know what? I'll take that as no. You've literally held me against hearing against my will. I'm not going to do anything.
This, Your Honor, is clear evidence of kidnapping by a person of the law.
That sounds a lot like failure to comply with an officer of the law.
But they broke the law first!
I can't breathe.
I think I've seen enough. I hereby sentence Nikkalotz.
It's pronounced Nikkalotz. Nikkalotz!
I was getting there, you piece of... Anyways, I hereby sentence Mr. Nikkalotz to 24 hours of community service. Choice of service to be done will be determined by the prosecution. The original prosecution. And neurodivergent minors, I swear to God.
I know this is a bad time, but they have free hand sanitizer in the hallway.
You are so stupid! Alright, what do you guys want from me now?
Alright, so you're gonna make the video for us.
And we're gonna make sure you suffer for it.
Okay, show me a game. Oh, hey, I actually like this game.
Oh, my bad.
Hey fellas, Nick here.
Yeah, baby!
I never win these!
Win what?
Oh, we make silly little bets here. You know, I guessed you would say, hey, if it was Nick here, and I nailed it, as always. Make sure to drop it off by the 12th.
It is the 12th.
Payment in what? Fiji water?
No. Money.
Are you okay?
Oh, okay, alright. At least you guys have something normal here. Do you take cash or credit?
Well, the hell's cash and what the hell's credit? We take Fiji points.
Are you sure you didn't hit your head on the, like, coming out of the court?
I hate this place!
Black Ops 4, the fourth Black Ops, the fourth best one too.
What about Cold War?
No.
Picture this. Call of Duty.
Sorry, my testosterone spiked just thinking about that.
COD has really been stinking. 2013 saw Ghost, which was hated for being Infinity Ward's fourth generic modern shooter in a row. Then came Advanced Warfare, which took too drastic of a change, with advanced movement and introducing loot boxes into the COD formula, which didn't bode well with the community in any way. After came the mixed reception of BO3, which carried a piss-poor campaign with its otherwise solid evolution of the advanced movement formula. Infinite Warfare had 4 million dislikes when it was revealed. God, another futuristic game? Okay, let's go in the exact opposite direction for 2017 and make a World War II shooter instead.
I hope it's painfully generic and bland, unable to truly portray the Second World War.
Ah, I was right. Okay, let's check up on Treyarch again. It's 2018, they've been working on this Black Ops 4 game since 2015. Surely a game with so much time in the oven has to be great, it has to have lots to work with. Apparently, Sledgehammer Games is making Infinite Warfare 2. Can you guess why they stopped? On paper, Black Ops 4 is setting out to be a very different game. It sounds exciting, but lots of things sound good on paper.
Yeah, like the Ouya.
When you boot up the game you're graded to, this menu just sucks. Why do I move this cursor around with the joysticks when I can lock the buttons just fine with the D-pad? Why am I on a menu with only 40% of it being actually used? It's a dumb use of my screen space. Why is World League here? It literally has like 3 game modes. So all you really have to choose from is multiplayer, battle royale, and zombies. Well, let's start off with the game I got the least out of, Blackout. For whatever reason, I couldn't get into a match, but it looks like it has effort. You got this massive map that's got tons of places from Black Ops history, as well as, you know, just some general locations. Firing range is here, Nuketown's here, you got the boat. Vehicles are pretty cool, if they didn't control so f***ed up. Instead of having the left stick control you, and you would use the right stick to look around, the left stick makes you go forwards or backwards, and the right stick dictates your turning. Why? It's serviceable, but when I look at Blackout releasing with BO4 in November 2018, I just see a game that's sat in Fortnite's success. But hey, let's see if the multiplayer does anything better.
Would the jury like to take any guesses?
Is it bad? Ooh, maybe it could be daring and not be bad.
Yeah, you're right. Not being bad doesn't mean that you're good.
Every Call of Duty game follows a very specific formula for its multiplayer. A triangle, if you will.
I fucking hate triangles!
Every game needs guns to play with, maps to play on, and games to play with. If one of these falls flat, your multiplayer is gonna suck, I'm sorry. Firstly, the gunplay. Oh my god. The gunplay is so well refined for no reason. Loadouts are still basic pick 10 system though, and the BO4 has a tendency to not innovate on things that have already been done, and its innovations are already just things you'd expect. Ooh, Fortnite's popular. Now we have to be like Fortnite. How do you think that turned out?
Personally, I think it'll be a highly economical success, but only because I hate you, specifically.
Well, the overpowered noobs, they give it a 60 on Metacritic, so I bet you shut the fuck up.
Do you really trust what the overpowered noobs have to say more than us?
You kidnapped me because I didn't like your product.
We sued you too.
Guns are, again, more of the same we've seen. There isn't any crazy special stuff to play around with. Although the lack of unique secondaries really annoys me. Take, for example, rocket launchers. In other games, you'd see grenade launchers, anti-aircraft, general RPGs. In BO4, you just have one that does everything. And it doesn't really do anything stellar, so you just end up with a gun that reeks of The class customization definitely excels, though. And every gun has a different set of attachments you can equip. Some guns have, like, a Mark II for each attachment. For example, a gun can have stuff like fast mags or rapid fire. But maybe the stock has a stock 2 you can select, so you can use 2 points to get a gun that has a really good stock. There's also special operator mods for a gun that take up 2 points. For example, generic Pistol McGee has this knife. Even with all this crazy stuff to customize with, the game keeps itself really balanced. Besides the ICR...
That's a stupid way to pronounce Satan. What are you, British?
Wow, Nick, that's just racism. Never mind, I forgot that somebody from Bellingham already is in Fiji Hell. Keep going.
Yeah, okay.
The ICR with a few attachments can literally become a laser beam with all the perks of it being an assault rifle to begin with. Even if you add a scope, they barely seem to add any gun recoil to recoup the insane range that you get. I go back and play BO3 just for fun. There's almost no recoil. The guns feel so easy to use. Every gun should have a place where it excels and fails, so if you have your own playstyle, then you can actually carve it out instead of, being forced down into ICR Avenue. If anything, the only guns that actually have any real problems with them is the snipers. They have downsides, they have recoil, so why would I go and use anything that's not the ICR, because I can just use that gun, and it's easier to play with. Kill streaks are pretty fine. I felt like I got them less than I normally did, but they're pretty cool.
Why do you have so much hate on this game already? I mean, it exists, it has guns, and if you know me, well, you just know that how much I love guns.
I don't know you. Why do you love guns so much anyways?
Secondly, the maps. They suck. These maps are so small and bland and flat. Almost every map feels so limiting in its design, and besides Call of Duty Ice Cap, the only maps with even a little bit of wiggle room are remakes. Jungle and Summit are pretty okay maps, but they feel so tiny. Does it really matter that I actually like the guns in this game if it's not in any maps I want to play? BO4 maps have a tendency to have lots of areas that would work as cover. They look like a shipping container, you can't even climb on them. There's no real way to move around. There's no power positions. There's no areas to really explore. Again, this is why snipers are just so much worse, because these maps are so small and confined, with sight lines that are so small and confined. It's impossible to make snipers viable because any distance they can hit, it's just so much easier to hit with an ICR. Again, maps are generic, 3-lane maps. I would kill someone, then I'd walk around, and it always feel like I was about to hit like the middle of the map, but then I'd just be like, oh wait, that's the edge of the map, I have to turn around now. Last, let's check out the game modes. Everything you expect is there, of course, with the true BO4 take of doing nothing special. Team Deathmatch is still a deathmatch between two teams. Free-for-all still is that, without teams. To all 2 furries left in my demographics, yes, you still get the dog tags and kill confirmed.
Oh, thank God.
Huh?
Sticks and Stones is a stupid name for a game mode. You have a crossbow and melee weapons with limited ammunition. It reminds me of like One in the Chamber, but with One in the Chamber you just get ammunition when you kill someone, whereas in Sticks and Stones you have to go to their bodies and almost loot the ammunition off of them.
Well, that's Sticks and Stones. Definitely is a game mode. Definitely exists. Do you want a fucking medal, Activision?
I got one when I was born. Check it out.
This is a sobriety coin.
Safeguard, guide the robot. He's just so confused. Domination. Dominate the points. I don't know, someone's into it. Hardpoint is domination, but it's 1 point that moves around. It'd be fun if it didn't cycle through the same 3 spots over and over again. Control is like domination, but there's 2 points. Completely dominate one and it disappears. Dominate both and the game ends. It wasn't until Heist I finally understood why BO4 is like that. Heist is a mode where you play in rounds to constantly keep on buying guns and equipment at the start of each round, with money you get from doing things in-game. Sound familiar?
Because your name ends with a Z, I legally have to say no.
I fucking hate you. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew.
Call of Duty knows about its foothold in casual gaming. It knows that it's so popular, there's always going to be that crowd of people who buy it. And so they go that extra mile, try to rope in people from other games to try to please everybody. It's so stretched thin, it doesn't have an identity. There's no way that it can please everybody, so it just ends up pleasing nobody instead.
Oh, come on, don't be so harsh on Activision. They have feelings too, you know?
No, they don't. They fired 200 people, then gave their boss $1 million payout.
Oh, come on. Look at Bobby Cody. Look at him. Look at him and tell me he doesn't have a heart of gold. Look at that. That was my last copy.
Now, the last mode. Zombies. Keep it in mind everything that's happened with this game. Did you think this would be good?
Considering you have more bad things to say about this game in 10 minutes than I have slurs to yell at Aquafina, I'd say you didn't like it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but...
God, I fucking hate butts!
Oh, I don't.
What kind of butts are you talking about?
Anyways!
Zombies in BO4 is so different. Like BO3, you can customize what you walk in with, what gobblegum you have, but gobblegums are elixirs now, and I guess I have 4 of these in my back pocket at all times. Perks are also completely reworked. You now have a bank of like 20 or so perks you can pull from, and you can kind of carve out your own playstyle with it. You can kind of make it like you do in multiplayer. There's a tutorial mode so you can actually learn how to play zombies. You can also customize lobbies so you can have certain things that you can turn off. Certain things that you might want to, not have in the game. You can do that. Unfortunately, the Easter egg for the maps gets turned off when you do that, so One good addition is you can start at like a really high round, so if you don't want to wait through round 1 slow zombies, you can do that. Or if you're a lonely ass motherfucker, you can also fill up the lobby with bots, yay.
Me personally, the lack of cell shading has always been a major turnoff. If they just added that one thing, that one little thing, I would give it a chance.
Guess what?
From the makers of Borderlands 3, Zombie Cartoon Mode. It's okay. Zombies comes with 3 maps, 4 if you order the Black Ops Pass. Yes, if you saw this generic futuristic looking COD with no campaign, you could not only pre-order the $60 video game, but you can also buy the $50 Black Ops Pass. You can get some multiplayer and zombies maps out of it. Once the DLC was out in older CODs, you could buy them in individual packs for around $15, or you could just get the season pass if you actually wanted it. Now, there's only the season pass, so you can't just buy them. You have to buy the $50 pack. Buy the DLC, Activision cries. A month after release, all I get is 3 remakes.
This is Activision you're talking about. Don't be so greedy. Be glad you got any of the game for free.
We're getting off track!
No, you are!
Blood of the Dead is okay. I mean, it's a remake, who cares? Voyage of Despair is meh because I feel like the Titanic would lead to something more interesting, but the main focus is 9. 9 is such a cool map, you're all gladiators. They gave Grandpa the Snapchat filter. You can go and cut a banner to start a challenge, and you can hit this circle to summon this big guy.
God, I just hate circles.
What is it with people who like Fiji hating geometry?
Well, what can I say? It just doesn't connect with our culture.
Aren't Fiji bottles giant squares?
Could be worse. Could be circle.
Lastly, there's 2 game modes built into zombies, Rush and Challenge. Zombies Rush, oh my god, this is the most fun thing ever. So, Rush makes nothing cost points, but it locks you into a certain area of the map and spams zombies on you. The goal is to get this high score. It is so fast-paced, you don't need to actually like think or do any map stuff. It's just kill zombies, get guns, get what you want. This calls to me. Maybe it's because my favorite map ever in the series is Verrucht, but the fast-paced, cramped zombies action, it's just so much fun. 3 downs and you're out, although the AI revives you and then all the zombies run away for 5 seconds. That's pretty cool. Challenge mode is also nice. It's basically normal zombies, but there's a challenge every round. So for example, you have this one. Any shots that don't hit a zombie damage you instead. If you go down, you lose one of your 3 lives. 3rd time the game ends, everything's pretty identical armor-wise. Man, I wonder what people have to say on YouTube about BO4 Zombie.
What's going on?
Join the game.
No, I just like this one obscure sub-mode in the part of zombies. Besides, I don't like a lot about the game anyways.
Good!
The customization isn't actually done that well. I mean, think about it. You get a specialist weapon when you spawn in. In other games, you would go and you would seek them out. You would gradually become more powerful. Now you spawn in with like 200 health, get a specialist weapon. The game has this theme of making things so much easier. The perk customization means you lose a lot of the style and flair with unique machines. I personally think it added to the explorative nature of the maps because you have to hunt out where few perks are. There were usually like 5, 6, 7 perks on that map. You could change your loadout of the perks just by going down.
So you don't like the game?
No, I find it way too easy. It makes COD so generic. There's nothing about it that stands out. It feels like a clone of every other popular game that was there at the time.
Whoa! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Yeah!
Man, that was great.
Well, in other news, my community service is over.
Oh, it's been 24 hours?
Yeah, time flies when you're robbing judges.
I didn't know we had the same hobbies.
Yeah, bribery's big this season. Thanks, guys. I'm glad we could bond over how bad this game was.
I'm just glad I could see you suffer.
This is why I ran away.
I don't see why.
Well, listen, if you need to talk to us about anything in the future, just call the number on this card.
You left an Arby's card in the back.
It's really big where we're from.
That explains a lot. I guess I'll be off now.
Nice seeing / kidnapping you, man. It was great having you. But where are you gonna go now?
I think I'm gonna go location scouting. There's someone who's gonna love how much I yell about video games. It's definitely somewhere out there.
This one's too tight. This is too familiar.
I don't know why.
That house is just a chair. Well, I've done it. I've got my very own home now, and I'd say it looks pretty good. Even added some candles for ambiance. This will sweeten the deal with anyone as long as they like video games. I mean, I basically got the essentials. I even have a spot next to my copy of Orange Box for my 3 calculators. Honestly, this place seems great. As long as I remember to uncheck bonus insects when I bought this house, I'll be fine. Did I? I hate buying houses.